What's up, everybody? Trinity here, and welcome back to the 2nd Street Marvel. And today, in this video, I'm going to be reviewing Batman, Gates of Gotham. This is a trade paperback being published by DC Comics. Now, this book is being written by, the story is by Scott Snyder and Kyle Higgins. The dialogue is by Kyle Higgins and Ryan Parrott. The art is by Trevor McCarthy, Graham Nolan, Dustin Nguyen, and Derek Donovan. Guy Major is on colors, and letterers are done by Jared K. Fletcher. Trevor McCarthy also did the covers as well. Now, Batman was created by Bob Kane and Bill Finger, and I'll go ahead and give you another shot there at the comic here. So this book right here kind of tells us a little bit about the history of Gotham City. It starts back in the 1800s, the 1850s, I believe, where we're learning about these two brothers, Nathan and Bradley, who are designing a bunch of things for the city, and they design these bridges to different parts of from different parts of the city to different areas. So they're there. They've done a lot of their engineers are doing all the architecture and everything, or they're architects, I guess. So they're building all these plans and for these bridges and things like that, and as well as many other structures within the city. And they kind of got the attention of these three families to build these bridges, and they were all going to be named after each of them. Well, after a series of events and just other people, politics get involved, we see that everything wasn't quite as they seem. Everybody kind of had their own little plans, and the three families here were the Waynes, the Elliots, and the Cobblepots. And it kind of goes through that and telling a little bit of the story about everybody's different investments in these bridges and where they led to and who owns the land and things like that. Like I said, politics get involved in things like that, right? So we're learning the story about here as they're going through and building these bridges, and they had built these suits to kind of help with the underwater work for the foundations of these bridges and things like that. And they built these suits. Well, what happened is one of the brothers was there underground working on the bridges, working on the structures and everything, and the suit, and it ended up exploding, and he ended up dying. Now this of course upset one of the other brothers, the other brother. And naturally, after all the construction was done and everything, during all of this, there were other things, other events had happened that had kind of opened up the eyes of the other brother, if you will. And that's just a lot of what's going on here. Really good stuff here. Now, the thing is there are other people involved. They're trying to figure out, because there is the threat out there with this syntax that was used to blow up these bridges. And that is exactly what Batman and Robin and Red Robin and Black Bat are out there to figure out who it was that blew up these bridges. Where they got the syntax at was very interesting, and what exactly the next target is, where they go to stop this villain. Who's doing it? Why are they doing it? That's what you learn about in this book. Altogether, I gotta say, I'm not really big into the DC world, the Batman world or anything, but I thought this book was actually pretty good, even for not being with, the traditional Bruce Wayne Batman. Now, I gotta tell you, the art in this book, I really do like the art. The coloring was pretty consistent throughout. We had the same colorist and everything here, it looks like. But I gotta say, the one thing that I will say is there is in issue 4 here. There's a difference in art. Okay, now here's some of the regular art that we're getting throughout the book. Some pretty good stuff there. I can't really complain about some of that art there. Let me show you a little bit more here. We're learning some of the history of Gotham here. They got these nice sepia toned scenes. Very very nice art. Very nice through art throughout here. There's a little bit more there for you to check out. A little bit more to check out there. The coloring is pretty good here. Altogether, I did like this story. I mean, I know some people may not like this. I'm not sure where this falls in the continuity of. Here's a little bit more. I'm not sure where this falls in the continuity of the greater DC universe or anything, but I thought this book was pretty enjoyable. Now, the one thing I was saying here on the art, was you get here into issue number 4, part 4 here, and the art, I just didn't like it as much because they used different artists. They used different artists on this one, and the art in it was just done in a different style, and I didn't like it as much. You can see right there, I mean, a little bit of the art in this other issue here, where they went through and did. I'll see if I can find another good example. Just little things here and there that I didn't like in the art. Like we can even see like here in some of the faces and things like that. Like it's just different than what was happening throughout the rest of the book. I'm not sure why they did this, if they had other projects or whatever was going on here when this book came out. But like where it really started to stand out was in these pages right here, where we see the Black Bat here. She looks completely different than she did in the rest of the comic book. Like doesn't even like, it's just totally different. It was weird reading this just through the whole collected edition as the art changed for that one issue and then went back. I don't know, a little bit odd. Altogether, it didn't hurt the quality of this story. I thought the book was pretty good. But let me know down in the comments below. Have you read Batman, The Gates of Gotham? If so, let me know what you think down in the comments below. If not, does this sound like a book that you might like to read? Yeah. Anyway, let's talk about it down in the comments below. That's all I have for this video, folks. Thank you all so much for tuning into the Second Street Marvel. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe, click the little bell and all of that good stuff. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, feel free to give it a thumbs down. It's all good. I don't look into it that much. I swear I don't. But while you're at it, make sure you share with a friend and invite them to come hang out with us here on the Second Street Marvel. You all have a very good day. Have a great rest of your week. Go out and read some awesome comic books, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.